Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. I've known about this spread for a while. Tried it on before I do any readings on YouTube, I always, specific ones like this, besides the monthlies, I'll always try it on myself first, just to see the accuracy, to see how things develop. And I did this on myself about a week ago and everything unravelled within a week. Not a week, sorry, within a day, 24 hours. Really interesting reading, really love this. I've actually got it now as a private reading on the website, so if you guys like it, if you feel that it could help you with an issue, then you can always order it. I'm also going to be doing this perhaps in conjunction with the monthly readings, so I'm going to be doing a secondary reading. Let me know, guys, how you feel about me doing a secondary reading, perhaps just doing a general reading, focusing on the general stuff within your life. You'll see me on those videos, but on readings like this, I'll always show you the cards because I know a lot of people like to see the layout. I'm thinking of doing an additional love reading per month, per sign, so you get 2 readings instead of 1. Let me know how you feel about that, because I thought I've asked Aquarius and they're kind of up for it. They kind of like the idea. The Gypsy spread is excellent because it comprises, as you can see, of 21 cards. There's 3 rows of 7 cards. However, when we read the Gypsy Tarot, some readers will do past, present, and then future. But this Gypsy Tarot spread, same 21 cards, you'll read it for 7 areas. So you'll read, it's 7 cards in a row, 7 cards per row, 3 rows, but the columns are 7 rows of 3. And in your first column, we have your mental stroke, emotional state. So this really kind of deals with how you're feeling, how you're thinking around the situation. It revolves usually around your present situation. Now, your present situation deals with your sort of environmental factors. So it looks at things that are going on in your life, perhaps people who are in your life, situations that are going on. I'm just reading this generally, so I'm not asking a question. Even when I did my own reading last week, I didn't ask a question either, because I didn't have anything to ask, and what unfolded was incredible. So we look at the personal situation in column 2, and we can see around that with column 1, your mental stroke, emotional state. It's how you're feeling, how you're thinking around the present situation. Column 3 will focus on your hopes and desires. So your hope and desire is something that you would like to happen, you'd like to manifest. So it might not have manifested already, but it's what you're hoping for. Hopes and desires should always look positive in that area. Nobody's ever going to hope or desire something negative, are they? In your 4th column, we're looking at the expectations that you have. Now, your expectations are different from your hopes. Your expectations are what you expect to happen. So it can either be that you're expecting something positive, or it can be that you're expecting something negative. Really, I find that the expectations are always based on what we've already experienced, or what we're seeing to be the current trend or the current pattern of a particular situation in which we can base our expectations on that. So, for example, in my hopes, I might desire or hope to win the lottery. I might buy a lottery ticket, hope and desire to win the lottery, but my expectations might be, well, no, I won't win it because I've never won it before, and also it's a little bit of a game of chance. In your 4th column, we're looking at the, and I like this column here most of all because it's what's unexpected. For good or bad, it can show something positive or something negative. Usually, if you're expecting something, or sometimes should I say, if you're expecting something negative, it can show in the unexpected or the hidden factors, something you don't see, because the hidden factors are basically indicative of things, situations you're not seeing at the moment. So you're probably unaware that these things are coming in. It's what's called the kick factor. Basically, it acts as a surprise. So it's something that's going on behind the scenes that you'll probably experience, and that might come as a surprise to you. Now, that could negate, if your expectations are positive and this shows something negative, it will negate what you're expecting to happen. If this shows as as positive, but your expectations are negative, then it will do the same thing. Same with hopes. If your hopes are, and your hopes should always be positive, if your hopes are positive, it could show that something negative is coming in. It just depends, really. So it's a really good area, really, just to see what could be hidden and what you're not seeing coming in yet. The 5th column, the 6th column, sorry, shows the immediate future. And by immediate future, I mean things that will be probably occurring within the next few weeks or months, potentially, okay? That's how far, because usually with tarot, it's a good thing to read short term. So maybe to look at the next 6 months, maybe at a push year. But I would say that the more immediate a situation is, the more likely it is to occur. And the overall, the 7th column shows the overall outcome, and this will show how things will turn out for you, where the trends are heading to, dependent on what happens in the immediate future. Hope that makes sense. What we're going to do now then, Pisces, and this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, we're going to have a look at potentially what's happening within your environmental factors at the moment, your home life, personal situation. So we're going to turn the cards over. So we've got the Two of Swords, and by the way, I forgot to mention, pardon my nails because they're a bit raggedy at the moment. I'm trying to find my nail polish so I can clean them up and paint them again. They're a bit chipped. I'm using the Thelema Tarot. This is an excellent deck. As I always say, guys, if you want to learn tarot, just get yourself an exceptional deck of cards that show really clear pictures, because you learn tarot not just by the general meanings but also by the way that pictures look. We've got the Two of Swords in your personal situation, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Two of Swords is a card that is based on many things. As I always say, that the tarot is very multifaceted, Pisces, so you can never apply one meaning all the time to the cards, because they'll always change as you go through the layout. So a good card can become bad, a bad card can become good. Right now, the Two of Swords, I feel, which we're starting off with, can mean that you're in two minds about moving ahead with a particular situation. It can mean that you're in two minds over a particular situation. It can mean that you've got choices to make. Usually this card really kind of talks about somebody who is possibly at a crossroads, because wherever you see cards with the number 2, cards like the Two of Wands sometimes, cards like the Two of Swords obviously, cards like the High Priestess, cards like the Chariot, cards that show two figures on them usually, or somebody standing between two figures. This can often indicate that somebody is a little bit at a crossroads. They've got a decision to make. It's a head or a heart decision being split in two directions. So it could be at the moment for some of you guys that you might be having to make a choice, and we've got the Fool card next. So it might be a choice that you need to make over a particular path you're going to follow, because we know that the Fool basically talks about a path that we have to follow, having faith, having trust in new ideas that we've potentially got. It's the card of the new beginning. It's a card about somebody who goes blindly, in blind faith if you like, on a new journey, and they might hope for the best. It might be that they're going to throw caution to the wind. So this card is the card a lot of the time of the risk taker, but it's also about having an absolute faith, even if you don't know what's going to happen, just having absolute faith that things are going to turn out for the best. So it could be for some of you guys, you have a choice to make. You're in two minds over a particular path with the Fool that you want to follow, and with the Wheel of Fortune showing here, it could be that this path leads to luck or good fortune. So I would read this probably in your personal situation as being at a crossroads, or in two minds, or having to make a choice over a path that you want to follow. Or it could simply be, if you were to enter a keyword instead of path that you want to follow, we could say following your bliss. So it could be that you're in two minds, or you have a choice to make over following your bliss on a journey that could potentially lead to some luck. So I feel that in your personal situation at the moment, Pisces, it could be that there is a new path that you want to follow, and you feel that it might lead to luck. You feel that it might lead to your destiny, because the Wheel of Fortune is often the card that's called destiny. It's the card of destiny. It's the card of, often when this card shows up, it means that things can be out of our control. It means that it's fated. It can mean that you take a chance, because the Wheel of Fortune is a game of chance, is it not? There's a TV program, I think, that was once on called the Wheel of Fortune. So it can go for good or it can go to the bad, whether this wheel is upright or in reverse. So really, you know, when I look at the wheel, I could put the word in, maybe you're in two minds, or you have a choice to make over following your bliss with the Fool, because it's a game of chance, because it may or may not happen. So I feel that there's something that you want to pursue here, maybe within your personal life, Pisces, but it really is something that you don't know where the wind's going to go. You don't know where, you know, whether this thing will be lucky, whether it won't be lucky, whether you'll succeed, whether you won't succeed. It's just a little bit of a game of chance here, I feel, within your life. Or for some of you guys, it could literally be that you have to make a choice over following a dream, because the Fool can also mean to follow your dreams, okay? Because this Fool here, it's a Fool within the tarot. The Major can represent somebody who is young, somebody who's quite naive, but somebody who is eager to make their way in the world. And we know that the Fool starts off the Major Arcana cards. So this card really starts off the journey of the Fool. He doesn't know anything at first, but when he gets to the world, which is Major Arcana number 22, he really does find out all he needs to find out about life, people, situations, that type of thing. So this, when you get a Fool, it can be somebody who doesn't have any ties, and it can be somebody who is following their bliss, somebody who is just really on a new journey, going on a new path. They don't know where it's going to lead, but they're willing to take a risk on it. And in its fundamental meaning, it really is just about pursuing a new path, a new beginning. But it just seems to me that you are in two minds, having to make a choice, because with the wheel, to me that would suggest that some of you guys, you might feel that it might lead to good fortune, but the word might means might. It means that there's a chance it won't. So I feel that for some of you guys, you might be thinking something's a little bit of a game of chance at the moment. How do you feel around this situation, Pisces? Well, we've got the Four of Cups, the Star, and the Ace of Cups. So mentally, we've got to look at the mental and emotional state now. So looking at the Four of Cups firstly, sometimes when you get this as a mental state, it can mean one feels a little bit lost. So, you know, and it would kind of pan out with those cards there, because if you're trying to make a choice over what path to take, or whether to take a path towards your destiny, or whether to take a path, but it's a game of chance, it could be that you're feeling mentally a little bit lost. So you're feeling a little bit lost, potentially mentally. You might be feeling that there aren't many options that are being presented to you, even though it's clear that the Ace of Cups sitting right here is being presented to this person, but they don't see it. So it might be that you don't see the opportunity, or you don't see that there's going to be an opening, because we know that the Ace of Cups, even though this is the Four of Cups, it's the Ace that's being presented to this lady here. But she seems to be focusing on the Three Cups there. And the Three Cups could already be what's established in this individual's life, that maybe at the moment you're established in a certain area of your life, you're comfortable in a certain area of your life, but it could be that there are other things that you want to pursue right now in your personal life. And right now it might be, well, I've established something else with those Three of Cups, but the one cup that is being offered to me, or the one cup or the one opportunity that I would like, is a little bit evading me at the moment, because the lady doesn't see that Ace of Cups sitting right in front of her face. She just doesn't see it. So I feel that mentally, emotionally, some of you guys are feeling a little bit lost, like I don't know whether you're fighting a losing battle, or whether you can't see that there are good things around you, or that there is the potential to tread a new path. It seems to be around the Star, but it's an interesting one. I feel on the one hand, and it just goes to show that if you are having to make a choice over a new path that you want to follow, that could lead to fortune, or that could be a game of chance. It could be that mentally and emotionally, you might be feeling that there aren't any opportunities in the path that you want to go for. So maybe I should just stick with what I know, with what I'm doing at the moment. However, the Star card, in terms of mentality and feelings, it can mean that you've still got sort of like this faith, this kind of unwavering faith, like a real self-belief that you can still achieve something here. For some of you guys, you might even be waiting for a miracle, because the Ace of Cups basically suggests to me a fresh start. So I feel that mentally, yes, you might be feeling down. Maybe you just can't see how you're going to achieve something right now within your life, because you are having to make a decision on how you proceed forward with the Fool on this journey towards the Wheel, which is the good fortune or the game of chance. Wheel of Fortune again can be one of those cards, I feel, that can suggest being at a crossroads at the same time. So in a way, it's kind of like this Two of Swords in a way. And the only certainty really is the Fool card, because the Fool card puts you back in control. You're in control with the Two of Swords, but the problem with that card is that we have a choice that we need to make. And sometimes you see this person here, she's blocking out the moon. She's got her eyes covered, the moon is behind her. And the moon often represents deep feelings or intuition, okay, paying attention to our intuition, but she's not paying attention to her intuition. I feel that her intuition is the Fool. She's not paying attention to the Fool, because she's not looking at the Fool and she's not looking at the Moon. Okay, she knows that she wants to go on this journey, and her intuition is telling her this, but she kind of, with the Swords, blocks out the intuition, because the intuition is our thoughts and our logic. So it's almost like you might be letting your thoughts get in the way. And you know what they say about letting your thoughts get in the way? They act as blockages. When you can get out of your own way, that's when the true success starts to come in. So I do feel that for some reason there is some sort of blockage going on here around a path that you want to go forward with, because you might feel it's a game of chance, and you might also feel, well, I want to move forward to this thing with the wheel because it might give me good fortune, but I'm a little bit in two minds about how I go about it. Therefore, in your mental state, you might not see that there is an opportunity that is being presented to you. It might be that mentally you feel that there is no possibility for this thing to open up to you. However, you've still got the faith that you're going to make something happen, because mentally and emotionally you want a fresh start with that Ace of Cups. What are your hopes around this situation? Well, we've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Cups. And the Two of Wands. And they're really interesting cards, because I feel that, you know, even though there are certain cards in the tarot, for example, something like the Seven of Cups can represent chaos, disorder, inability to make a choice. But you can also look at the Seven of Cups as being options that people have, which is often why if you see the Seven of Cups in a reading, it can mean that somebody actually has options. It just depends on what type of spread you've got it in and where it is in a particular section. But I feel that you're hoping for probably success. You probably want to make a lot of money potentially with that King of Pentacles, okay? It could be that you want to be really, really successful, because we know the King of Pentacles represents great success, financial success, and when you're a king, you're at the top of your game. So this King of Pentacles would usually be a manager, he'd usually be a financial advisor, he'd usually be a mortgage advisor, he'd usually be the head of a bank, that type of thing. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're hoping that you'll have great success. Because with the Seven of Cups, maybe, just maybe, this great success will allow you to have choices and options within your life. They're the choices and options that you don't see right now in terms of the Four of Cups and how you're mentally thinking around the situation. And in terms of where you are inside your present situation, this is what you're kind of in two minds about. It's almost like you're blocking out your intuition and moving forward towards this thing that could give you lots of luck, or could give you, you know, a great lifestyle, or it might be a game of chance. But what you're truly hoping for is that, yeah, I really want to be successful here. I really want to make lots of money. I want to be at the top of my game. Maybe it's a certain job area that you want to go into, okay? Maybe you want to run your own business, for example, okay? And I feel that the King of Pentacles does represent this primarily, I would say, as a hope. The other hope you could say with this is that you might be hoping that somebody of power and influence will come into your life, because we know that the King of Pentacles is a very powerful king within the reading, because he's a powerful king concerning literally things that we have right now. So, for example, this is somebody who could work within the media. This is somebody who could give you a bank loan, or this is somebody who could loan you money, or this is somebody who could introduce you to some very influential and powerful people. But whatever the case, whether you want to kind of make it on your own or have somebody help you, it could maybe be that you're hoping for a man who will introduce you or open lots of doors for you, so that with that Two of Wands, potentially you could be changing your life with that. And we know that the Two of Wands is a card about changing circumstances, because this person sets a wand off into the air. So they're setting forth a desire. I often see wands as being desires. They're not just things that we create with, okay, they're also objects of desire. They're also the things, because it's a fire sign. So fire represents to be absolutely desirous of a situation, because that's what fire is. You know what happens when you feel a great fire inside of your soul about another human being. It's an absolute unwavering desire. So for some of you guys, it could be maybe you're hoping for financial success, or somebody of great power and influence to come into your life who will open doors for you with the Seven of Cups and enable you maybe to change your life, or even follow your dreams, hopes and desires with that Two of Wands. because we know that the Two of Wands, if you looked at that card on the Rider-Waite, it's a guy who's following his dreams. He's come up with a great idea with the Ace of Wands, and he takes it forward and he puts it out into the world. Because he says, the world is my oyster, and with this wand, I'm going to start creating something incredible. Okay, so I feel that you're looking to change your life, or you're hoping that you can change your life. But right now in your life, it seems that the realistic situation that's going on is, whatever it is that you're looking to change here in your hopes, you're in two minds about it. Because this could be with the Fool, I want to set off on a journey, but it's a risk. And with the Wheel, it really is a game of chance. Can also be, I'm looking to have someone come in, open doors for me so that I can move forward with a hope and a desire, with a dream, with something that I want to put out there into the world, an idea, that type of thing. However, in my personal life, I'm feeling rather conflicted because I want to move forward, but maybe this is a game of chance. So therefore, in my mind, I'm feeling, well, there aren't really any opportunities there because we've got the Four of Cups. However, I'm still aspiring towards this goal with the Star because I want a fresh beginning with the Ace of Cups. What are your expectations? Three of Pentacles. The High Priestess. And the World. It looks very positive to me. To me, this so far, it looks like you are hoping that somebody or something will help you to move forward or to move up in the world in a certain respect, okay? But it looks like that if you can't have that, Pisces, that you're willing to do it yourself, because your expectations are that Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles on the Lima Tarot show one woman, and she is painting a masterpiece on a piece of glass. It looks like a church wall, a glass on a church wall or something like that. But she's painting, she's working hard, she's trying to create something here. So I feel that your expectations are that you will make something happen here. And I feel that this is where it falls in with your mental status of the Star, because even though you might think to yourself, well, I don't see any opportunities being offered to me in respect of achieving this King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups and Two of Wands. However, I'm hopeful that something can happen here, and I still have belief in myself and belief in the ability that I'm going to be able to do this. So therefore, what you're expecting is, well, I'm going to have success in creating this thing. I'm going to have success in making things happen, okay? But I am expecting to work really hard, and I'm just going to have to endure things. We've also got the High Priestess as an expectation. Now, the High Priestess for me is a card about waiting often, because it's a number 2 card, and because she's between dark and light, a dark pillar here and a light pillar here, which to me suggests that this person is trying to seek some clarity on the situation. So she's unwilling to make a move forward, or she's unwilling to kind of move too fast with something, or she's even unwilling to unveil what's truly going on inside because she needs to sort things out for herself. So this can often be the card that comes up where you are keeping things to yourself and you're kind of staying the course. You're also very resolute as a High Priestess, because as a High Priestess, often when I've been a High Priestess, I've just been very resolute around a situation, because I know that my intuition is guiding me towards the right decisions to make. So I feel that it could be that you're expecting that there's going to be a lot of hard work in creating this masterpiece, or creating this type of life that you want with the Three of Pentacles. You might be expecting that, yes, there might be a time where you're going to need to be patient. You're going to heavily need to rely on your intuition, making the right decisions, making the right calls. But after all of that, I feel that you're expecting absolute success, because we've got the Three of Cups. And perhaps if in your mental state you are the Star and you're waiting, so for some of you guys it might be that you are wanting to venture out into the world of show business, that type of thing, singing, songwriting, working in film, working in television, working in fashion, that type of thing. The Star often represents also a star, somebody that stands out. So it doesn't just have to be in the media, but it can also be that you want an opportunity in order to stand out, in order to get something out there to people, in order to be recognised as a person. And maybe for some of you guys, this is what you're aspiring to. So the Three of Cups, therefore, in the expectations could be, I expect to have great success, because the Three of Cups for me is often a party card, okay? So it might be that you want to share in your success with others. Or again, with this Three of Cups, you want to be the centre of attention again. But I feel that here, your expectations are really, really positive, which is very, very good. The hidden factors showing up, Pisces, are the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. And this is excellent in your hidden factors as well, because the Seven of Pentacles is about your ships coming in, really. It's like the Three of Wands in a way, because the Seven of Pentacles suggests anything that you've put effort into will now come to fruition. This is what this card can mean. So I feel that in the hidden factors, what it's trying to say is that you're going to have a chance to pick off those pentacles. They're like fruit on a bush. Now the harvest is in, which to me says that something will come to you, okay? Something will be revealed to you in terms of maybe something being offered to you, okay? There'll be someone or something that comes to you and says, you know, I recognise all of your effort and hard work. I've recognised that you are good at this or you are good at that, and I'd like to make you an offer, because we've got a Knight of Pentacles showing here. And when you get the Knight of Pentacles, it often talks about, especially if it's in something like a hidden factor, that somebody's going to present something to you. So it can be an opportunity in terms of money, because he does have a pentacle. But usually pentacles aren't always about money. They're also about the earthly things, the things that earthly matters, the things that we deal with on an everyday basis. Now, it might be that this person has taken a long time to come to you, because it is a Knight of Pentacles. But he is showing up in your hidden factors. So we do have a person here showing up. And I feel that it shows that somebody is going to deliver something to you. There'll be an opportunity that's presented to you, Pisces. Okay, and it's going to give you a chance to do something. Because we can see here, what's coming in is a situation where you're going to have choices. Okay, because the sevens often refer to choices. Now we can see that there are 7 pentacles on this bush. And we can see that the woman has a basket, and she's looking at the 7 of Pentacles, and she's thinking, okay, what should I take? Should I take all the pentacles? Should I take some of them? Should I take the first 3? Should I take the last 4? So to me, this represents hidden factors are that you're going to have choices come to you. And this will come via an individual. And with the Knight of Swords, it might be that this is unexpected. Okay, so if some of you guys are looking to maybe work within media or radio or advertising, that type of thing, any of the kind of media arts, the Knight of Pentacles can sometimes represent the media, okay, and working within the arts field, because it's an earthly matter. Can you see that there with the pentacles? So it could be that there will be choices that will be presented to you from the Knight of Pentacles, and this is either going to come in as a surprise, which it will do because it's hidden factors, or with the Knight of Swords, it could mean that this happens rather quickly. So here you are with the 4 of Cups mentally, probably a little bit down, thinking, well, I'm not being offered any opportunities. However, I still aspire towards this dream, towards this wish, because I want to set off on a new journey. I want a fresh start. However, you're in 2 minds here, because the journey that you want to take is a little bit of a game of chance. So if it's something in the media, if it's something that is out of the ordinary, pop star, actor, that type of thing, doesn't have to be though. Okay, but if it's something that has a crowded market to, where everybody wants to do it, or it's looking like it might be something difficult to get into, it could be that your wish is closer than you think it is, because you've got here a choice that you're going to be able to make in the hidden factors via someone who presents something to you, and it might come in quite quickly. In the immediate future, we have the Lovers. We've got the Temperance card, and we've got the King of Cups. So I feel here, you know, the Lovers card is often to do with choices that we need to make. But you've got to look at the pictures on the card. Usually on the Rider-Waite, those lovers are like poles apart. So usually they're separated. So they're recognising their differences, and they're going to need to make a choice on whether they come together or whether they're apart. If you notice on this card, though, for the Thelema Tarot, the lovers are very much interlinked together. So this suggests to me being in love. But it doesn't have to be a love relationship, because I'm not really reading this as a love relationship. However, you can apply this to any section in your life. So I would say probably in the immediate future with the lovers, okay, there's going to be a really strong partnership here, okay. We've got the Temperance card showing next, all right. So this to me says that clarity and harmony and harmonious conditions are going to come to you through this partnership that allows you to establish far more of an emotional awareness, emotional stability, because we know that you're not emotionally stable for some of you guys with that Four of Cups mentally and emotionally. It doesn't look like you're particularly stable. But here in the outcome, it shows you being very emotionally stable because you've got the cup in your hand. Okay, you've got that new start in your hand. Notice here how we have a pattern of one cup. Ace of Cups there. So this fresh beginning, which is the Ace of Cups, this person doesn't believe that this can be offered to her. She doesn't see that it's right in front of her face. She's not seeing that there are opportunities and there are options and there are opportunities for change around her. So she's focusing on what she has right now. We also see with the Ace of Cups here that this person mentally wants a fresh start. And here we see in the outcome, you're actually holding on to the fresh start with that King of Cups. And it makes you feel, I feel, emotionally balanced, because I'm reading this Lovers card not as a choice, but more as a quite a solid relationship where there's lots of trust, whether it's on a business level, you know, business client level, whatever level you want to read it on, even though I'm not reading this strictly as a love reading. It seems to create some harmony and balance with the Temperance card, in which, you know, you're quite certain of the opportunity with the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is certain of his emotions and he's certain of what he holds on to and he's certain of what he has. So to me, with that King of Cups energy, what it's saying, that this brings a lot of kind of emotional security after that time of probably being a little bit down because you can't see opportunities opening up to you in your mental state. It says that in the immediate future you will see it. It will be there, it will be quite visible to you, and it's going to make you feel a lot more secure than you did here in your mental state at first. And the outcome shows as Queen of Cups, the Sun, that's lovely, and the Knight of Wands. So I feel here that in the overall outcome, what it's saying is that when you look at this Queen of Cups, it depends, because when you get her on the Rider-Waite, she has a cap over her cup, which means that she's quite held back. She's receptive and she's understanding and she's sympathetic and empathetic, and she's really good at kind of understanding other people. But she seems to close her cup on that card, which means that sometimes for me, she might kind of go a little bit too inward. But here on this Thelema Tarot, to me, this suggests somebody is open. Okay, they're open to possibilities. And again, we've got the symbol of the one cup here. She holds it in front of her. So it's almost like you hold the new opportunity here and you're receptive possibly to other opportunities that come to you, because the Queen of Cups is a very receptive individual. But here, she seems to hold the opportunity in front of her face. So you have what you need overall. And this leads on to some very positive conditions coming through. Positive choices, positive changes with that Sun card that allow you with the Knight of Wands, which is wonderful, to move forward uninhibited, unrestricted. It really says to me that there's going to be a time of change coming upon some of you guys, okay? Whereby you're going to be able to move forward in a certain adventure. The Knight of Wands means to travel, okay? It means a time of excitement is upon you. And it means that you're going to be able to kind of go on lots of different adventures, probably globetrot, because the Knight of Wands, remember, is representative of the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, which rules the house of long distance travel. And we've also got a Sun card here. So it could be in the overall outcome as well that there will be an opportunity. You'll be receptive to an opportunity here that probably involves travel with that Knight of Wands, probably to somewhere hot with the Sun. So it could be another country that you're looking to go to, or another state. It could be that this partnership, which brings in lots of balance and harmony, which you have to work with as well, because we've got a Lover's card here, but we've also got a Temperance card that shows an angel kind of mixing and matching different things in order to make something work. So for me with Temperance, it can also be that you are working with what you have within this relationship, making things work. And there seems to be a very much an understanding as well with that King of Cups, because the King of Cups means to be understanding, but to be completely emotionally and socially aware. So I feel that there's a very good partnership happening here where you seem to work together to make things happen. And in the overall outcome, it looks like there's either a new opportunity, another opportunity potentially with that Queen of Cups that comes in that you're very receptive to. It could involve long distance travel with the Knight of Wands, probably somewhere quite hot. But this to me is also saying that there is a new opportunity that you're very receptive to. This opportunity that you seem to have doubted here with the Four of Cups, but so fervently wanted with the Ace of Cups in your mental and emotional state, that within your hopes, you're hoping that several doors open here, and that you are holding on to quite confidently with the King of Cups in the immediate future. In the outcome position, it seems that you're receptive to other things that come to you with that Queen of Cups. Because we know that the Queen of Cups can also be somebody who is highly receptive to different things, which is why she makes a good counsellor. You go to counselling, counsellors are very rarely shocked by situations, because they are used to dealing with different situations, different people. So the Queen of Cups is usually quite receptive to different ideas, different people, different situations. So I feel that you're receptive to other opportunities that might come to you. It looks like it's going to be a very positive time around this new partnership that comes in which you're going to be able to move forward uninhibited on a new adventure, which potentially could mean and involve some travel. So that's an excellent reading, Pisces. Really, really good. It just looks really positive for you guys. It looks like you're going to be moving forward. Even if you have doubts now, as long as I feel mentally that you keep being positive about your aspirations, because if you want a fresh start, that's what you've got to do. Even though for some of you guys it might look like you might be in two minds, you might be two choices, or you might have a choice on a journey that could lead to good fortune, or that it might be a little bit of a risk, you might be taking a chance. You might be hoping that someone will come along and open doors for you, or that you can achieve great success so you can open doors for yourself and move forward with that Two of Wands. Put new ideas out there, change your life, tread a new path. Yeah, your expectations are, well, maybe this isn't going to happen. Maybe I'm just going to need to do it for myself and kind of achieve things in my own sweet time with that Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. But what you don't know that's coming to some of you guys is that there will be opportunities that will be presented to you. It's coming from a particular person who might want to give you an opportunity to do something. And it will probably come in quite swiftly, or as an actual real surprise to you, because you're not expecting this. You're expecting that you're probably going to have to do it all yourself, but he's saying, no, you've got some assistance here coming in. It seems to be a very good partnership here in which you work together to make things happen. Okay, I feel that there is real understanding and mutual respect going on here within this partnership. And in the end, it just seems that you're very receptive to other opportunities. Your cup is you're no longer looking away from the cup as in the Four of Cups mentally. You're actually looking at it with the Queen of Cups energy, because you're receptive to new things coming in. It leads on to very positive conditions with the Sun, and moving forward towards your bliss with that Knight of Wands and travel potentially. That's your reading, Pisces. I would like to say thank you very, very much for using Carol's Universe, and I will see you on your next readings, and there'll be two of them, remember, this time coming in. Your general and also love reading for the month of October. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.